So now let us first of all go for the models. What are the models I am going to create? As I have told previously that I have not built this project previously. I am just building this project with the tutorials, along with the tutorials. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create the models. Okay. So it is a part of MVC. Models means it is a part of like MVC, model view controller. And model is somewhat like the schema we are going to have of our particular user, blog, whatever the things are there. Okay. So now let us judge what model I want to have. Because I am not just helping you to learn the master app. I am also helping you to know that how we think to build a model at the back end. Okay. So right now we're having three important fields: username, email, and password. That is the important thing. And one more thing we need to have, which is the role. So what is the role basically? The role is like admin and the user. We are having the two roles right now. So we need to just think about it, that which role to give which particular user. Okay. So right now just build the user.js. Fine. So const, I can say const mongoose is equals to what? Require. I need to require mongoose here, require mongoose, and that's it. Okay. So what I have wrote, okay, mongoose, and const user schema, or I can say that okay, have a user schema. User schema is equals to what? New mongoose dot schema, and I need to have the multiple fields here, multiple things. Okay. So what I can do, I just need to have first of all the username of a user. That is the important part. That type should be of string. Okay. And it's required true. Yeah, it's true. And afterwards it should be unique true. That is it, unique true. Okay, copy this thing. Okay, what I have copied, I don't even think so. This was the thing. Email, password, and for the role, just have the 4 fields right now. And that is it. Username, and I want to have the email. I want to have password. Okay, required true. And password cannot be unique. Whatever the password user want to have, he or she can have. Okay, so now the role. What is role? I want to assess the user. I want to assess that what role the user is having. So type is string. Okay. So required is also true. Unique. No, I don't want to have a unique role. But the main thing which comes into my mind right now is default. I need to have one default string which should name as a user, so that I can assess. That basically whenever the request will be made by the user to sign up, the default value of this role would be user. We will not provide the default value. We will not provide any value at the time of signing. Okay. We will just change the role here. And how we can change that? I want to have the enum. Enum means okay, just let me explain this thing further. Admin. Okay. Enum means in this array, I just want to declare that what other values I can have of this row. One value should be the user, the other can be the admin. Okay, other can be the admin. If someone come and someone just write something like XYZ, if for someone changing the role and it just write XYZ, it will throw the error. Why? Because I have not provided, it is not provided in its array, that the value of XYZ is not provided in the enum, basically in that array. So that is why it will throw the error that this value is not provided, so role cannot have that value. Okay, that is the major part, that is the major thing. And afterwards this, I want to have timestamps of what? True, we can say. And true is somewhat like this. Okay, our basically this model has been generated. So module.exports, we need to export it. why I am writing in the uppercase here. Module dot exports is equals to what? I can say that mongoose. Okay, mongoose dot model, and I want to have the name of the model, so I want to have it as a user, and afterwards my user schema. User schema is what? This thing. Okay, let's copy it and paste it here if we are not getting an error. So just have it and save it. Okay, so our user.js has been created right now. Okay, so what I can do right now is, basically, I can create the routes here, and I can just call this mongoose, or this model basically. But I don't want to have the things like this, because I want to organize my web app in such a way so that I can scale it further. Okay, so for that particular thing, I have already told that we are going to use somewhat like a MVC architecture, M, V, and C. So what is this MVC? This is model which we have created, this one. Okay, view means, like, you can consider is our React application, and controller means where all our logic will be there, where our logic would be there. Okay, so that is MVC architecture. I will show you each and everything right now. Just have it somewhat like a simple structure of the folders. Okay, so define the routes here. I want to have the routes. Okay, so what I can do, just create a user.js because I want to have the user.js routes here, and I can say that const router is equals to what? Require what? Express, and afterwards what? My main router. Okay, afterwards module.exports is equals to what? Module.exports my router. Okay, so I have just export my router here. That's fine, that's totally fine. First of all, I want to create my signup API. Okay, so what is the method I can choose? A router.post /signup. Now the main thing comes. What should I call? Okay, you can have the callback function here. Okay, but I don't want to have the callback function because I have already told I'm going to use MVC architecture. On the previous lectures, like in my bookstore web application, we have just created the simple routes. I was just wanted to give the overview that how MERN works, but now it's something like an advance. Okay, so we need to work on this thing right now. So what I can do, I need to create a controller here. Controller, CONTROLLER, controller folder, and there I will be having user controller .js. Now this thing means that all my routes will be handled from here. Okay, all my routes will be handled from this side, and my actual logic would be in the user controller.js, and that is the main part which we need to care of. Okay, so right now, what is the main thing? Is I need to export all my routers, all my controllers from here, and I just want to use that controllers in my this section. Okay, so let us do it. What I need to have in my user controller right now, so I want to have all my controller logics. Okay, so whatever the logic is going to work, like exports, first of all, exports, it's exports. Okay, exports dot, you can say that the signup user is equals to what? A sync, and you can say it as a somewhat like this. Okay, so what is this? This is actually my you can say that the federal function which I'm going to use, and we are just directly exporting it, and that's it. Exports.signup user is equals to async, and afterwards this thing. Whatever the logic we are going to have, we will be having the whole logic will be just in this signup user right now. Okay, so what I can do, const what are the things we are going to have, like email. First of all, the username, comma email, comma password, from where you can say that the request dot body. But where is our request dot body? here it is not. Okay, so what I can do, my friends, here like a request from a response, and that is it. It means that I am going to fetch my username, email and password from this requested body, and that is it. So if not the username, or you can say that not the email, or you can say that not the password, then what we need to show is just return from here. I don't need to execute the other function, like don't need to go just downwards. So I just want to give the status, status status of, you can say it as a 400, because I want to know that I am getting some error. And you can say that the JSON and success, okay, you can say that the success false, and the message which I want to convey, all fields are required. All fields are required. So that is it. Okay. So basically, so here it is, success false. What I'm doing, success के spelling क्या होते हैं मुझे भूल गए. Jokes apart. So okay, we have done this thing. It means that we have checked that the user will come, and I will just check username is there, email is there, password is there. If user has not filled any field from this thing, I will just show this error, all fields are required. Okay, it means, so this is not a message, this is my error. All fields are required, and that is it. Okay, so right now what I want to do, if user just passes this thing, if this condition is not there, what I can do, I need to check does the same email or does the same username exist in my database. I need to check this thing, right? So how I can check? First of all, what I need, I just want to require my user model. User is equals to, you can say that the require, and where I need to go in the models and / user, because we have just created one user right now. So I can say that the sign up handler is here, sign up handler. Okay, you can say the controller, basically controller, and that is it, that is fine. And afterwards, okay, now what I need to do, I just want to check that does the username and the email exist. So does the username or email exists? Okay, so okay, I have just wrote the spelling wrong of the body, requested body. So what I can do, await user dot find, await user means this user, and await user dot find. Okay, what I want, I just want to use find one, and my username, okay, this username, I want to check the user exists with this username, and I also want to check that the user exists with this email. So I am just checking the things, but I am doing this thing multiple times. Is there any method through which I can just do this thing in just one line of code? Yes, there is. Okay, let's see. Just okay, remove this thing right now from here. I just want to have one aggregation that is $or. It means that I need to check that whether my username or your email previously exists here or not. So I want to check the username, comma, email. So this one line of code will help us to know that this user previously exists or not. So const existing user is equals to this. Okay, existing user is equals to this. So what I can do, if अगर हमारे पास इसकी कोई भी एंट्री आ जाती है, अगर कोई भी एंट्री हमारे पास इसकी आ जाती है, so again I just need to show some error, copy it and paste it here, return response.json, and you can just give the error that username or email already exists. That is a simple thing. Okay, so I can just have it somewhat like this: username or email already exists. Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine. So we have checked that username email has previously available or not. So now it's time to just save my username, email and password in the database if user does not basically comes into this if block. Okay. So right now what I need to do. So const new user is equals to what? You can say that the new user, and what I need to give username comma email comma password. Okay. So new user, this thing. This is the variable which I have created. This is the user which I am getting from the model, and this is the new keyword which JavaScript provides us. Okay. So we are going to create a new user, and we are just providing username, email and password, and that is it. And afterwards await new user dot save. It means we are just saving the data in our database. It means that the new record which we are getting, we are just going to save it in our database, and that is it. Okay. But along with all these things, maybe I'll be having some other errors too, which I have not checked here. Okay, which I have not checked here. So what I can do is I can just have a try and catch block here. But okay, so let's have it first. Try and catch block. Okay, yeah, that's it here. And afterwards I'll be having my whole logic in that try block. So why I have just used the catch error basically. So if any error would be there, I will just copy this thing and I will just paste it somewhat like success false and error. You can say it as a internal server error. That is it. Okay, that is our API basically. And we have just saved the data, and after saving the data, I just want to provide that the account created. I just want to give the status of 200, and success I want to give it as a true, 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 and afterwards account created. I just want to give account created, and that is it. Okay, my account is now created. But have you seen that we have just created our API? But the main thing comes here. That we are just giving the password to the database, the user which has entered. It means that whenever somebody is going to access my database, whatever the role he or she is having, okay, like the DBA, okay, or the admin, then the admin can able to read the password of that account. But I don't want to show this thing. I don't want कि जो मेरा यूज़र है उसका पासवर्ड कोई भी पढ़ सके. उसका पासवर्ड मैं किसी को भी पढ़ाना नहीं चाहता हूँ. So what I can do, the main thing is that I need to hash that password. So how we can hash that password right now, that comes the main thing. So what I can do, const decrypt is equals to require what? Decrypt.js, which we have installed previously. Decrypt.js. We have installed this. If you have not installed, just install it. Okay. So what I can do here, before saving the data into the database, I want to have const hashed password is equals to decrypt.hash. Okay, decrypt.hash. What I want to hash, the basically password, and I want to have the 10 rounds of the you can say that the hashing will have the 10 rounds. Okay, so hashed pass is, so you can say it as this hashed pass I just want to show to this. Okay, so this hashed password I just want to provide to this password. So it means I am just sending, instead of the password, I'm just sending the hashed pass, and my data will be saved in the database. Okay, so let us check this API right now. But before checking this KPI, I want to just access that API here to now. So what I can do, const user controller is equals to what? Require. So dot slash I can say controller slash what? User controller, and that is it. So I am having the user controller right now. So this sign up and afterwards user controller dot what. I'm having the multiple things like the sign up user. I just want to call my this API here, user controller dot sign up user. Okay, so am I able to call this API right now? No, I am not, because I have not required this API into this. So right now just okay, comment it, and you can say that calling routes. Okay, so I can say app dot use slash API slash v1. It means that the version 1, and afterwards I want to have this. But you can say that the const user API is equals to require what. I just want to require dot slash. You can say that the dot slash from the routes, and the routes may say we will go for the user. So we are having the user API. Just copy it and paste it here. So I can call this API right now, and let us see. Are we having some error in the terminal if we call this API? Okay, server started, database connected, so we are not getting any error right now. So let us do one thing. I'm going to the Thunder client, or you can use the Postman, or whatever you use, you can use basically. Okay, so that is okay, the post request I'm going to have localhost, you can say 1000 slash API slash v1. So what was the name of my basically route? It was the sign up, and I just want to copy this thing. I just want to paste this thing here, and I want to have my JSON data here in the form of JSON basically. Username, it was so I'm just going to have TCM, or you can say let us have the code master, the full name. Okay, so afterwards what I can do, I can do that I want to have my email. So what I can do is tcm123@gmail.com, and afterwards the password basically PASSWORD, and afterwards let's have the simple password tcm123, and that is it. Okay, just let us hit this API and see what is going on. So it's processing. We are just having the spelling mistake of localhost, because I have just wrote localhost, or whatever you will say. Just send the okay, success is false and internal server error we are facing. We need to have the await here. So did you see the mistake that we have just not used the request properly? We have just used RQ. So that is a mistake which I did. So okay, so हमने यहाँ पे क्या किया कि हमने जहाँ पे मैंने कैच एरर लिखा था, तो वहाँ पे हमने console.log एरर करवा के देखा that what error we are getting. So you can see that we are not able to get the request.body, like we are not able to destructure username from the request.body. Why? Because we are sending this thing now, but our server did not know, or does not know, that what type of data we are going to send. That is the main thing. So what I can do, what we need to do is just use app.use what express.json here. Okay, express.json, which means my server is now basically my server is now able to know that which data I am going to send. Okay, which type of data I am going to send right now. So right now, if I again send this, and you can say success to error. Sorry, it's error not, it's basically a message. So basically this is not the error, this is a message which I want to convey, or which I want to just give to the front end. So I can just go here and I want to do what? I just want to provide here a message, MESSHE message, that my account has been created. Okay, so it means that I am able to know that my account is created. So right now what I can do is I have just console something here. Okay, username to just remove it to. Okay, that's fine. So what I can do right now here, I just want to give the same request again to check that my other things are working properly. My else block, my if else block is working properly. Let us send it again. False. Success is false. Username or email already exists. That was the main thing. And let us check in our database that we are able to access our data or not. So if I want to see the data, from where I can see the data. Oh, okay. So I have just connected. Let us see. Just refresh it. So we are having the option of browse collections right now. So browse collections, and let us check. So you can see in the blogs, we are having the users too. And this is what we want. Codemaster, TCM, and the password is hashed and user, and my role is user. And the timestamp which we have just used previously is this created and updated data. It means that we can know that how frequently our data is updated from this field basically. That is the updated data, and created data means that when this data was created. So that is it. Okay, so we are done with our sign up API right now. Let us go for the login API, and this thing has been created. Now let us just copy it. You can paste it something like this, and you can say it as a login controller. Login controller. And you can say it as a exports dot login user, and that is it. Okay, so same things are going to happen here. What, like if in the UI you can check, we are just having the event password while login. While login, we are just going to have it. So what I can do, just remove the username from here because we do not need it, and just remove the username from it too. I am just talking about the login user. Okay, and all fields are required. We are sending the error again, but right now, in the previous API, we were just checking that is the user exist of the same email and username. But right now we do not need to check this thing here. We need to check, what we need to check is just the email, that the email exists in our database or not. That if the email exists, we will go further. If not the existing user, right now, what we will do that you can say that the invalid credentials, and that is it. Invalid credentials. Okay, invalid credentials. So right now, if user has just passed this if condition, then we need to check the password which the user has just provided. Okay, so we need to compare this password and this existing user.password, which is actually hashed. Okay, and we need to compare it with what? With the bcrypt library. So that is the important thing. So we can check that the const check pass is equals to what? Await bcrypt dot compare. We need to compare. Okay, but we need to compare the password and which password, basically existing user dot password, existing user dot what password. Okay, if this thing is not there, like if not check pass, and we can again give the same error that invalid credentials. That is the main thing. Okay, no need to hash the password, and no need to just change the user or whatever the things are there. Just return response dot status of 200 success true, and you can say that the login true. Okay, you can say login successfully. That is the main thing. Okay, so let us check here. Go to router.post, copy this thing, paste it, login, and you can have login. Okay, log in, and which thing I need to call now? It's exports.login user. And okay, let us go here. I just want to go login. I just want to do login. Okay, username, there is no need of username. And okay, that is it. Let us head this API and login successfully. But I am able to log in. Okay, the main thing comes here. I want to store the cookie in my browser, in the user's browser, so that I can check that whenever that user just again come, I just want to log in directly. I don't want to just again log in the user. I just want that if the user already exists, if the cookie already exists in that particular browser and that cookie is not expired, the user can directly log in instead of just log in again. That is the main thing. So let us work on that particular thing, right? I want to have my JWT token and I want to store it in cookies. Okay. So what I can do, just open one new terminal here and I want to install some dependencies here. Okay. So let us see what are that dependencies. Okay. It's taking time. Okay. Chain directory 2. You can say that the server. Okay. And what are the things which I need to install here is npm I. You can say JSON web token. It means that JWT token. And afterwards, the main thing which I need to install is my cookie parser, which will help me to pass the cookies from the browser, from the backend to the browser, like from the server to the browser. So I need to install these dependencies right now. Till that particular time, let us write the code to require these things. So what I can do, const JSON web token, and that is the simple thing which I need to have. And I need to sign this JSON web token. Okay, it's not installed. Actually, my PC got slowed. I don't know why. Okay, so obviously, I'm just a beginner, so that is why. So my PC is also a beginner. Okay, and okay, invalid credentials, and afterwards my token. I want to have my token here. Const token is equals to jwt.sign, and what are the things with the help of which I want to sign is you can say that my ID, and you can say what existing user, and where it was, okay, existing user dot slash ID, and afterwards I also want to have the email. Or whatever you want to have, like a username or the email. I just want to have the email of that particular user, and that is it. Okay, and one more important thing, I need to give the time that till which particular time this token should be expired. I want to give the expiry date here too. So let us give it. Thing is, I just want to give this thing here, expires in 30 days. It means that I am having a token which is actually just going to expire after the 30 days. Okay, and you can see that these dependencies has been installed, so we will not be able to see any error right now. That is okay. And I want to have one secret here, which means that no one can access that secret. Okay, no one can access that secret. Let us go here .env, and I can say that JWT secret. Okay, let's have the random things. Okay, so whatever the things you want to have, just have the random numbers, and that is it. That is my JWT secret. Okay, whatever the thing you want to have, you can have basically. And I want to have process.env dot what? It's not should be in the uppercase. It should be in the process.env dot JWT secret. This secret should be here, and afterwards that's it. It and everything would be fine. Okay, so it's giving some error. Let us see what it is saying. Okay, the error has been moved now. Now, just before this return, I want to set my cookie. Response.cookie. What should be the name of my cookie through which I can access from it, like from the browser? How can I know that this cookie is there, through which I can know that which user is there? I want to have one name of the cookie. You can say that blogs app and TCM code master. Okay, so that is the token name which I want to give, and afterwards I want to give the token. Which token? This token which I am actually creating. And afterwards, what are the things I need to give? I need to give HTTP only. Okay, HTTP true. Okay, and you can say that the max stage, and you can say it as a 30 into 24 into 60 into 60. And okay, just wait. I'm just going to have one error here. Maximum age should be this. We need to have these things. HTTP only true. Maximum age is of 30 days of that cookie, basically 30 into 24 into 16 into 16 to 1000. If you want to change the number of days, you can just go here and can say 2 days, 3 days, like 2 into 3 into 4. like just 2 or 3 or 4. I'm just having the 30 days. You can have the 60 days, a month, whatever you want to have. Secure should be true and same side should be null. Okay, what these things means, I will just explain each and everything. Just let us now check my login is working or not, that I am able to get this cookie or not. So let us send. Okay, internal server error. Okay, /id is not defined. Okay, I just need to check why I am not able to get that /id. So existing user, okay, it is not dot, basically it is this thing, not /id. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so now new request again. Okay, okay, server started, database connected, and let us check it again. Let us send this thing again. Okay, login true ho gaya, login successfully. Cookies is there, cookie is there. But we are right now in what thing? We are right now in our, just you can say that in our Thunder client, or you can say that in the Postman, we are able to access our cookies. But what if we are sending this cookie from the browser? Like if I am just, I just want this cookie from the browser, I will not be able to send that cookie. Okay, for that particular thing, I need to have one library, which is, the library name is like const cookie parser, which will help me to pass the cookie from the front end, from the back end, just to the front end. So I just want to have require what cookie parser here. Okay, if I am just using the cookie parser, I will just go here and I will say after express.json, I will say app.use, you can say that the cookie parser itself. Okay, we have just called this cookie parser. So okay, that's fine. Let us just request it again and let us see what is the cookie we are getting. So as you can see, we are just having blogs, app, TCM, whatever the cookie name is. So just remove our one mistake. Let us have it somewhat like a TCM, this tag. Okay, that is it. Now let us just request it again and let us see what the login API is looking like. If I just log in, and you can see my if response is there, login true, login successfully here, and cookies, and the cookies we are having that cookie. So with this cookie, now we will able to just see the blogs, see the other things right now. Okay, so let us see what we are going to have. I mean to say, just if I am just going to 5173, I just want to show that where we are going to use these cookies. Okay, dashboard favorite like blogs. Okay, so basically we are having the liked blogs, we are having the favorites, and we are having the dashboard. Okay, so when the user want to change the username, or whenever the user want to change its profile picture, we will use what? We will use that token to know that the user is existed, or the user token has not been expired. If the user token is expired, then we will just show that we will redirect it to the login page, and we will say that first of all login please, then afterwards we will just help you to change your avatar. So that is the part of the authentication. Okay, that is a part of authentication, and same thing goes for a, like if user want to change the password, new password, confirm new password, or update the password. So if user want to update its password, then we need to again check by sending that cookie to the backend again to know that this user is existed or not, the cookie is still existed or not. If it is not expired, so we will just able to authenticate by user. That is the main thing. So I think so we have not done this part, that if I go to the read log, we did not just provide the favorite button here, we did not provide the like button here, so we need to provide that things too. So we will do these things side by side by just doing these things, because I have just already told that I didn't create this app previously, so we will just complete these parts again afterwards. Okay, so so let us just connect our sign up and login right now. Okay, let us connect. I have just opened my sign up page, like signup.gsx or page.gsx, whatever the name you have just provided. So right now what I need to say is just on submit in this thing. On submit is equals to what? I want to have the submit handler here, which will just handle my you can say that it will just handle my API basically. So I just want to have const submit handler, and afterwards this will be my async function, and okay, have a fat arrow function here. Here too we need to just install one more dependency, which is XJS, which will help us to just hit our API and get the data, whatever the data we are getting from it. Okay, so chain directory 2, you can say that the client, and I want to install npmi XJS here. npmi XJS, which is the important library of our front end. So I can say not import, basically I want to have import, and I can say that the XJS from where I just want to have the XJS here. It is in installing basically. So we will just do these things further. And right now I want to have the try and catch block here. Try and catch block. Okay. Again, I'm using the try and catch block here because okay, this because will be further discussed. Okay, try, and afterwards this I want to have the catch. If any error would be there, I will handle that error here, and that is it. Okay, so right now what I can do, I just want to give await XJS dot post. What was my API? HTTP localhost 1000 /API/v1 /what / it means that, and I need to have the sign up user. Basically this sign up. Okay, along with this thing I need to send what? I need to send my input data. What? This inputs. I need to send these inputs here. And you can see these inputs contains what? Username, email and password. These username contains username, email and password. That is the main part. And afterwards, what is the thing which we need to send is that with credentials true. Okay. So it means that basically with credentials true doesn't mean here, but it will mean whenever when we will hit the API just from the login page with credentials true, because the data will be transferred from the front end to back end and back end to front end. So that is why we need with credentials true at that particular time, but it is a good practice to use with credentials everywhere. Okay, so whatever the API we hit, we will be able to get some response. Okay, we will be able to get some response. We need to see that response. Okay, we will see that response, and that is this thing. Okay, so are you ready to hit this API from the front end? We will see one error here. Okay, but what would be the error? Let us see in the further. Let us see that thing further. Okay, so I'm having this username. Okay, let us have just a random username, something like TCMR. Okay, TCMRs, and sign up like TCM and 123 @gmail.com, and afterwards the password like TCM123. And I just want to give one more thing here. I just want to console.log error here. Oh, what I did here, console.log error. I just want to show the error. Okay, so let us see. If I want to sign up, if I click on sign up, okay, the error was there, but it just kept my app. So I just want that async e, and I want e dot prevent default. That is it. Okay, just have the data again, and have the password something like TCM123. Sign up, and you can see this XJS error, XML HTTP request, and there is something a network error. If you will just somewhere it will this is thing, access control allow origin header is present of the requested resource. It means that my front end API, my front end URL has been blocked by course policy. This is the error which we are getting. Okay, this is the error which we are getting, that my course policy has just blocked my this URL. Why this URL is being blocked? Okay, So what I can do is go to my app.js. Again I have to do one thing. What? Just wait for a while. Let me see that we have installed the cores or not. Like in the backend, this is my client side, this is my server side. So in the package log.json, I need to check that I have installed the course or not. Yeah, I have installed the course here. I need to implement the course here. Okay, so let us implement it. Const course is equals to what? Require. Okay, const course is equals to require what? Course. Okay, that's fine. So I just need to use this course now. App.use what? Course. And I just want to use this thing on the top level. Okay, what I did, just copy it and paste it here. That is it. Okay, my app is just starting again. Server started, database connected, so I am not having any error. So let us hit this API right now. If I click on the sign up, okay, response to pre-flight header. Okay. I am just again having that error. So you can see here what? You can see here the multiple things like origin. I want to have the origin. You can say HTTP localhost 5173, and I can say credentials should be true. Okay, so let us hit that API again. Okay, so sign up. Okay, so right now I am having, okay, right now my request is accepted, but I am just getting the error from where? From my API. As you can see, my email is existing. My email is already existing in the database. So if I go here, response.data. You can see success false, and I am having the error. All fields are required. So this is my error basically. This is my error. So the error is handled where? The error is handled where? Actually, the error is handled here. Okay, let me see. Error.response.data.error. Okay, so let us find the error where we are having error.response.data.error. Okay, so have this something like this: console.log error response data.error. Okay, so not only this thing, basically I want to alert this thing. I want to have the alert for this thing. Okay, not console.log, I want to have the alert. So let us do it, alert. Okay, so let us check that what alert we are getting from the front backend. Basically, if I click on the sign up, all fields are required, but you can see we have already filled our all fields. So why it is just giving me this error? So I can just see this thing here, that I am just creating an object of it and sending it again, so I don't need this thing. Okay, so that is it. Let us go sign up again. Username or email already exists. Are you able to see? That we are able to getting the data from the backend with the help of my course policy? If we are not implementing the course policy, it is not just saying me to it is just not allowing me to get the data from the front end. Okay, so that is it. And right now I just want to show you one more library here. Which library? Something like a toast container, which I'm going to use for my front end to just show the, you can say, just to show my notifications. Okay, just to show my notifications. So let us go to the installations, and you can say npm install. I just want to copy this thing. This thing and go here. I just want to my front end terminal. Front end terminal is where? Here it is. I just want to install React Toastify, and for that particular time, let us just import what? Import toast from where? From you can say from. Okay, you can say React Toastify. Okay, that is it. It has been installed already. So I want to show my error toast.error. Instead of this alert, I want to show toast.error. But will this thing just show the error? No, we need to require one more thing here, which is this import, like the CSS which we are going to use for this. And go to the app.jsx, just paste that thing somewhere here where we are going to just import that CSS. And one more thing, import what? Toast container from React Toastify. We have imported this thing, copy this thing and paste it somewhere wherever you want. Okay, so let me just have a like this, like let us have here, not in this way, just in this way, you can see. So I am having my toast container here. Okay, let us go here, let us check what are the things we are getting, and TCMRs, this thing, and let us have some random password here. If I try to sign up, username or email already exists, and you can see what a nice notification we are getting. Okay, just now sign up and do one thing, and go to page.jsx again. And what I want is that if the user is able to sign up, then what I can show is first of all, let us have the console.log response. One more thing, I want to navigate the user. For that thing, what we can use is we can use the I just read it as a const history. Oh, my uppercase is still on here. Const history is equals to what? You can say that use navigate. What is this? Use navigate is provided by the React router DOM. We need to use this hook and copy this history, and you can say that I want to just move to where /login. Okay, so let us check that this thing is login. Yes, this is login. Okay, I will just redirect automatically to history/login. Okay, but when the main thing is when I will be able to just log in. Let us have a finally block here. Final. What I'm going to do here, I just want to clear each and everything again. Okay, so set inputs. I just want to set inputs. You can say set inputs, and I just want to clear each and everything afterwards. Okay, so let us see right now. TCMRs. So let us have some TCMR @gmail.com, and the password should be TCM123. We are again going to have one console.log, that is my success basically. So I need to see that what are the things I'm getting. If I click on the sign up, and you can see I have just get some data from the backend. And one more thing, and you can check now I am on the login page. Okay, so again I am getting this data, response.data.message, that my account is created. So what I can do is that response.data.message, you can see this data. Afterwards I am having this message, but the main thing comes, what I need to show, toast.error. No, I don't want to show the toast.error. This time it should be toast.success. That is it. Okay, my sign up is working right now. Let us go for the like you can say that the login page, and let us see where it is. Here it is, my login page. And okay, just remove this username from here because we do not need here, and just have the same things like this. Just have the same things like something like this. Okay, so what I can do, submit this thing, copy it, and go to the login page and have it somewhat here. And again go to this thing. I want Axios, I want toast, I just want these things also, and go here and paste this thing somewhat like here. And afterwards, what I can do is just is any other thing which I want. Yeah, on submit, I just want to submit this thing. Okay, where is my form? Basically, here it is. And where is my form? Here it is, my form, and I want to submit this thing. But right now my API will change. That would be login. And let us see that we are having the same API. Yeah, that is login API. And okay, just go to login. And right now what I am just missing here, I don't think so, I am missing something. Just go to the /profile page. If it exists, it will go. And response.data.message I will be getting if I am able to log in. Okay, if I am able to log in. And is everything fine right now? Is everything fine? So no, we have not used use navigate. So copy it from sign up. You can say it as where it is, here it is. Copy this thing, paste it here, and the login. Every quarter is copy paste. I know. Okay, so just remove the username from here too, from the finally blog. So let us test this API. Let us go to tcm123@gmail.com and tcm123 and let us check. Login. Yeah, login successfully, and I am able to redirect to my login page. The main thing which actually needs to be checked is that is my cookie parser, is my cookie is working or not. Go to application, go to locust, go to cookies and HTTP, and you can see this thing, this blogs app TCM, and I am able to access this cookie. That is the thing. That was the main thing actually. We are able to do the things, but the main thing comes here that if I am able to access the profile page, then why I am able to access the login and sign up too? That comes a part of the Redux. Okay, that is a part of the Redux. So let us now handle it by the Redux, so that we can just able to know that the user is, if the user is logged in, I just want to show profile page. If the user is not logged in, I just want to show my login and sign up page. Okay, and yeah, if the user is logged in, then login and sign up should not be accessed by that user because it is already logged in. Okay, because the user is already logged in. So let us now handle these things.